Welcome to my presentation of my business management canvas. So this is my project that I did for this final. So first off, my value propositions that I have made for my business canvas that I created was to sell scrunchies to young women and girls that have a love for accessorizing. The scrunchies that I will be offering my customers will be a different patterns or colors with either a bow or not, and they will be reasonably priced for that target group. If my customers find a problem with their product that they receive, like if it rips or the stitching comes undone, I can repair it or exchange it with the same style that they had purchased. I decided that the minimum viable product that my business has are the scrunchies that I make as my product. When I started to test out how a scrunchie is created, I experimented with many different fabrics. I found out that people like the scrunchies that are made with knit or cotton fabric that were popular. There are a few fabrics that I still need to try out, like velvet and silky fabrics. The market for scrunchies is big at the moment because the fad had come back to fashion. The market growth is associated with the rising preference for fashionable products that serve the purpose of utility as well as giving people a very trendy look with their hairstyle. The total available market and served available market is females that are young women to older women from ages 12 to 55, which is about 52% of the population in the United States. I will be selling my products in Cobleskill, New York, which is in the Schoharie district next to the capital region of Albany. Cobleskill has a population of 4,554 people and is the 6,878th largest city in the United States. The median age in Cobleskill is 24, which is approximately 36% lower than the New York average of 38. 26% of the population in Cobleskill is females ages 15 to 19 years old. I have three customer segments for my business. They are young women and girls, people that follow trends, and the people that are accessory nuts or people that will buy any accessory just to own it. Young women and girls could be in either of the groups that I mentioned, but they are the people that I would be selling the products to. My marketing plan is to get customers to get customers and to keep them is by starting off by advertising my services and products. I will create an Instagram and Facebook account where people can ask questions about the products and to see ads with information. Once I have many customers, I will create a punch card for them to use. For example, they buy 4 and the 4th is half off price. And if they buy 8, the 8th is free. To grow, I will have a collection of scrunchies that are designed to be together, or I would sell bows that go with the scrunchie that the customer is purchasing. And lastly, for viral, I will be promoting the products on social media for people to see and buy on there too. This distribution channel was chosen because it shows how the customers will be getting their products from me. This will be before I have a place to sell them in a store. Like, I would have the social media account, I offer pickup or shipping. If they are in the same state as me, I can arrange a time so they can come and pick it up, or I can have it shipped to them and I would need their address. Two important potential partners that I can use for my business are fabric stores and farmers markets. These partners would hopefully let me advertise my products to people that would like to have my products that I offer. With the farmers market, I may be able to get my own table to sell my products and to have people see my products in person instead of in pictures. The four key resources are physical, financial, human, and intellectual. For physical resources, I have the location that I am going to be selling in and where I would get my materials to make the products, which are Joann Fabrics and Mood Fabric. For financial, I'd be funding the business out of my own pocket. For human, I can turn to other people that have similar businesses, or I can ask my family friend or boss, who is a certified professional accountant. And for intellectual, I would need to patent my business name and let potential customers know about what I do. I chose market forces and macro environment forces to talk about. For market forces, I chose the question, what are the most important customer segments? And I said the most important customer segments are young women and girls, women that follow trends, and people that love to accessorize with anything. This will affect my business model environment by showing that customers we will be trying to sell our products to. We will be advertising to women and young girls between the ages of 12 to 15 years of age to let them know about our products. And for macro forces, I chose the question, how easy is it to obtain the resources needed to execute your business model? I said it is easy to go to a place where fabric is sold to buy some and to make the scrunchies, and to get the thread and elastic that goes into making them as well. This will affect my business model environment by knowing where to get my supplies to make the products and to get them at a reasonable price. I will be looking for sales in certain fabrics and supplies to know when the best time is to go and purchase them so that they will be made ahead of time. I created a table to show the materials that I would need and how much they each would be. My assumptions for costs are only about the materials that I need to purchase. Fabric is the costliest because I would need to buy at least 3 yards to produce about 40 scrunchies. Cotton fabric is cheaper than buying knit fabric. The other material I would need to purchase would be thread. That would last for a while to stitch about 100 scrunchies. I would be getting my revenue by selling my products to people that want the product. I found out people like to pay by cash checks or by using the app called Venmo. From some people that I have talked to, they prefer to use Venmo because they don't usually carry checks or cash. For setting my prices, I will be comparing the costs from other businesses and added labor cost for creating the product for people to enjoy. I have decided that regular scrunchies will be $5 and scrunchies with a bow will be $6. The 5 metrics that I feel are the most important from week 5 are average retail selling price, total number of units sold, cash remaining, cash burn per period, and net company revenue. Average retail selling price is how much the consumer will pay on average for the product. Total number of units sold is a number that is estimated from customer validation report cards used with buyers and channel partners. Cash remaining is start by counting the one in the bank on one day of the quarter. Cash burn for period is to see if you made or lost money this quarter and how much you made or lost. And net company revenue is the net channel revenue, that the gross sales minus the channel discount and other channel cost. From some people that have told me what they thought about my business idea, I picked 3 out of 3 of the interviews that I made. The first one is from my boss and is a certified accountant. He said, this will be a lot of work for you to do with this business. You will need to establish a business account, and if you want to actually do it, just let me know and we can set it up. The second one is from an old roommate of mine that is a blogger, and she said she would love to endorse my products and business on her blog. I think they would be so cute. And lastly is a hometown friend who is a business major, and he said, I hope you looked at all the stuff that goes into building a business and selling products. I assume this is for a class about it, so I think it is a good idea for you. The business environment that I will compete in is mostly an area that has a lot of pizza restaurants and businesses that you have to throw a party to sell the products. I would stand out from the other businesses that are in town because I sell accessories that any female can use. Some opportunities that I see my business could do would be collaborating with the local middle and high school to help girls show their school spirit with my scrunchies. This is my strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats analysis that I came up with. For strengths, I have making the next collection all before release to the public and giving the products good prices that customers will be able to afford and be happy with. For weaknesses, I have not producing enough products at a certain time so people can see the varieties of the products and running out of supplies. For opportunities, I have giving sales for certain times throughout the year, for example, Halloween sales, opening sales, holiday sales, etc. And having a pop up shop where customers can come and shop. And for threats, I have other businesses that offer homemade hair accessories for good prices. Customers may not like the products or the materials that I've made, or people will go to actual brands to get their hair accessories instead of trying or looking at my products, like, for example, Claire's. The most significant pivots that I made to my canvas is to make sure that it would make sense for each of the areas. For instance, I had in value propositions to that I would send money to charity associated with girls. But that didn't make any sense in that area, so I got rid of the idea. And this is my reference for the demographics. Thank you for watching my presentation.